Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, First Bank Stadium, home to the Commodores of Vanderbilt. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the Vanderbilt Commodores. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Kentucky about to kick off to get things underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Vanderbilt's offense will go on the attack first. Now, guys, let's not forget, the last time these two got together, we had ourselves an absolute classic that has provided motivation for one side ever since, David.
I mean, such a back and forth, such a fun game. Everyone remembers where they were on their couch or in the stadium for that rivalry game.
And that's what rivalry games are supposed to look like. Both teams playing with phenomenal intensity. It's going to go down right to the wire. And you're right, those are the games that make college football special.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Caught in the backfield. It's Alexander. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Pavia. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Commodores have this offense rolling. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The play-action fake. Steps away. Got room to work. Past the 30. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, they execute the in route, and how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing 1st and goal. Trying to barge their way in.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss.
Touchdown, Vanderbilt! And they have the first points of the game.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Wildcats offense will go to work for the first time today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to...
Oh, he's got some space. All the way out across across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Off play action. He lofts one down the sideline. Snags it inside the 20. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. The Wildcats will line it up on 1st and 10. On the ground with the counter. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. And likely going to throw it again here right now.
And the rush will get to him at the 25. And that's a good response by this defense. They gave up some yards, obviously some plays, more than they wanted to, but when it got to the area in the scoring zone, in the area where it really matters, nice job on 3rd down, getting the sack, and possibly forcing the field goal.
Right down the boulevard. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Look out, he's got room. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Give to the running back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. On the run, deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 first down, but really nice job there on that 3rd down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Going right to work up top. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
And the Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. The screen, he can go. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Such a great job by the defense winning on early downs. What does that mean? Now it means 3rd and long. 3rd and long, now I go to dime packages, to nickel packages. I'm taking linebackers off the field and bringing on DBs to really cover more guys.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Bottled him up, not a whole lot of room to run on that return, and that's how this period will come to an end. Well, guys, Vanderbilt has the lead here as the quarter comes to a close. And we've reached the end of 1. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wants to throw. It's Pavia. Pucks it out of the air. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. This is a designed run. It's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Looking to the big tight end. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. It's a fumble on the play. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Going to the running game. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Not so fast. You think it's going to be automatic, second and short. They're just going to turn around and hand it off. But how about the penetration up front defensively, shutting that play down?
Yeah, and if your defense wants to be aggressive, well, that's fine. Third and short, I still got fourth down as well. So don't be afraid to be aggressive on those and play action, because defense a lot of times really expects run. Then it can take some big shots in man coverage down the field.
Nestled just inside that right upright. That brings them to within one.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding him to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little bit on that last drive, David. They got to kind of get back to doing what they do.
Yeah, and hold on to the football. I mean, defense just did their job. Stopped them, held them to a field goal, limited the damage. Now it's time for the offense to get the momentum going again.
Turning it on! And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
And the Commodores with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. With jet sweep pass. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Commodores! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And the PAT makes it 14-6. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection. Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long, ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He almost broke that one. They finally get him stopped, but let's see if he had a little help. There's a penalty marker down. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Yeah, that is a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Rushes on him. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Punt is on its way. What a great job on that kick, bouncing it out of bounds inside the 10. This offense starts deep in a hole. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety.
And that's exactly what you call complimentary football. The punter doing a great job downing the opponent inside their own 5-yard line. Then the defense takes the field, and they get the safety. You've got to love that if you're the head coach.
After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away. He's in open space downfield. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Looking to pass. It's Pavia. Dumps it off in the flats. Jukes his way for more. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. Running to the left. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
Man, how about that defense? On the snap, they are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
They stop him at the 42, but they're on a roll with a pickup of 15 and a first down. The Commodores come to the line with a new set of downs. He's moving out of the pocket. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Fires to the big fella. He goes out of bounds after picking up a few at the 35-yard line. And the Commodores come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Catch in the middle. It's Hudson. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Gonna run it. It's Alexander. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. The Commodores are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, he's been Mr. Dependable early in this game. The first 5 attempts, all complete. Finally, the defense able to force an incompletion when they throw his way. This guy's route running his hands. It's a matchup problem, but the defense finally has something good happen.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Here comes the heat. Going to try to get it himself. Short gain on the play before he slides. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. The hand to the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
All right, Kevin about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Commodores will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Complete to the left. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gives it on the option. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Wildcats, now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass. Setting up the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Looking for a huge play. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Kentucky sent out the punting unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Here's the return. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Takes the handoff. It's Alexander. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35. The Commodores are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw. It's Pavia. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. They bring the punter onto the field now. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A long way to go for this offense. He's got his man.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Throws for the tight end. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. The Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Caught near the sticks. It's Law. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection to the 43-yard line, and a 1st down for this offense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. Off the play fake. Here's a heat. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
The Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And how about that back-to-back sacks? You want 2 sacks in a game. That's a great game. He is flying around, getting to that quarterback and getting him.
And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
This defensive end is an animal. He already has 2 sacks, and we're only in the 3rd quarter. I'd move him around a little bit more defensively so that the offense has no idea where he's lining up. Because right now, man, he is feasting.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Power football with the run. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
And the Commodores are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40. The Commodores come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Scanning the field, it's Pavia. Bringing the heat. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. And the Commodores with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to the ground. Fights off a defender. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After the strong run on 2nd down, 3rd down coming. Do they do it again? He unleashes a long one. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down. The Commodores will try to pin them back with the punt. Hauls it in and looking up. And now the ball is knocked free. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble.
Ooh, offense really lucky there. Ball on the ground. Everybody's trying to make a scramble for it, and it just goes out of bounds. So the offense lucky to maintain possession.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll run it. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. caught in the backfield. It's Brown. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. That's it for the period, and it's Vanderbilt holding the lead and sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. So we open the final period with a third down play. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
This Kentucky offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. The give to the back. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Law. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Kentucky!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
On to attempt the try. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They marched 58 yards for the touchdown on that one. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from his own end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They'll try the run. Nifty run there, pickup of 6 out through the 25.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Quickly to the tight end. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
And that is big time, late in the game, that you can trust your quarterback to still throw the football because you know it's only a few more first downs, and this one's over. Nice to have a guy like that you can trust.
And you got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
They'll run play action. The sure hands, it's Young. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. The sure hands, it's Hoskins. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And the Commodores will try to move the sticks on 4th down. Going for the marker on the ground. He is stopped short, and isn't that going to make things interesting? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll leave it with him. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the fourth quarter, they're going to need it.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. And the Wildcats are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. He's stopped right there, short of the first down, and this defense trying to preserve the lead. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Under fire. The offense coughs it up. And the offense will recover, but it's not going to make any difference as they're short of the first down marker.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion, like, I got to get...
He wants to go deep. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Pavia. Spits it out to the back. Caught over the middle, it's Newberry. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Commodores really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. If they can move that thing 1 yard here, that'll probably wrap this baby up. Snags it! He gets it in! Touchdown Doors!
And you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point makes this a 13-point game here in the 4th. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Wants to go up top. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
I think at this time, you just have to throw caution to the wind. You're down by a lot. You're deep in your own end late, so you're just going to be throwing it. The defense knows it. They're pinning their ears back. You're going to have to get rid of it early. Someone is going to have to step up and make a play, and that's going to have to happen a couple of...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee. You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
it's glorious. To be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media, it's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games start. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means so much. This was a fun one to call.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.